What's happening, world?
I'm trying to join you.
Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun. Here at Where Media Meets Studios, in conjunction with VJ TV, Feral Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. Shout out to Camouflage. Shout out to the Venus Lounge.
Shout out to the boy Rail.
Shout out to the boy Rail, man. He out there with Jay Stalin tonight. They out there performing, so he couldn't be here tonight. We got it's the first show of the year, episode chapter 2025 in that calendar that a lot of you niggas follow. Got a good show lined up for you tonight.
Because apparently it's not the real calendar.
It ain't, but that's another story. You'll get that at 3 in the morning. They introduced themselves, starting with my guy to the left as always.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Feral, man, aka Feral Films, man.
Hey, it's your girl Ice Queen, rapper, singer, movie star.
There you is. Talk your shit.
Probably more, but I can't think of it right
What you doing? Tell them who you is. Shit. Don't be shy and shit. You here tonight.
You got it?
Yeah. 3 in the morning. Shit, you here tonight. Yeah, what's happening? So, Ice Queen, welcome to the show. You've been on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
So,
First time we met.
Really?
You walked right in, remember? You walked right in and got on the show.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Welcome to the show. I mean,
First day I met him.
So, let's do some housekeeping first. It's the first show of 2025. Y'all celebrate
Year of our
New
Lord.
Year's. Year of y'all Lord 2025 AD, whatever the fuck, all that shit. But actually, let's just keep it a
I
buck
need to know
though.
what that means.
Mm-hmm.
The year of our Lord. I need to know what that means.
No, I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna start
That's
it off
not
lovely
the
though.
traditional way of saying the
Let's-
year.
Yeah, let's start off with happy heavenly birthday to the homie Dino
Dino-
Brown.
Please.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dino.
heavenly
Rest in
birthday,
peace.
Dino. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. 50 grand. Yeah. Miss you, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Real bad.
So, Ice Queen, Deja, how you want to be addressed?
Honestly, nobody seems to know my name is Deja, so I just tell them.
I actually forgot.
See, everybody calls me Ice Queen, Ice. Like, I'm like, my name is Deja. And then sometimes, like, people I'm close with, like, y'all, I'm like, y'all can call me Deja.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's
saying,
Ice
hey,
Queen.
there you go.
Because we
Ice.
got a brand.
Like you. Branded. Okay, so there it is.
Yep.
So, for the audience, who's not familiar with you, you've been on the show before, but let's reintroduce you to the audience and whatnot. Let's tell a little bit of history about yourself, who you are, where you from.
Ice Queen, of course, straight from North Oakland, California, 43 in Market. I've been around music pretty much my whole life, but I started rapping about 10, officially 10 years ago.
Okay.
That's when my first song, New Drip, came out, but I was under a different name. I'm rebranding it as Ice Queen now. So I just been working with like a whole bunch of different artists, doing features, working with, of course, directors, making movies.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tiffany.
Shout out. And
To the homie Tiffology, man.
right, I can't wait till that one come out. That one's gonna
coming.
be a good one. It's gonna be coming real soon. Got some work with Pharaoh coming out. I got some work with another director. I got a lot of stuff going on. I got tours coming on. But I've just always loved music, so it's always been in me. I started off writing for Empire,
Okay.
and I just didn't like writing for other people and not being able to like make do my own thing too. I felt like, oh, I could have did that, so I just writing wasn't for me. And maybe I got too jealous. I don't know.
You just ghostwriting?
Yeah, I was like, maybe I just got too jealous. I'm like, not that song hit like that. I could have took that, So I was like, I'm gonna just start writing my own music, and that's when I became, private, independent, because I am still independent, even though I'm signed to an A&R. I'm still independent.
Okay. So your roots, you say you from the north.
North Oakland.
North Oakland, but
They know.
hence the name Ice Queen,
Period.
polar bear. Polar Princess, Ice Queen.
I like that. That's
Ice
gonna
Queen.
be the next EP.
Oh, damn! See, look at that. I need a finder's fee.
Okay, cool.
But no, I'm joking. But no, seriously. Where did you draw your drive to start writing? Because you said you was ghostwriting. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Feel free to answer or not answer.
Mm-hmm.
You was ghostwriting for people, any known artists, or was it just?
It was at least one known artist that I know for sure.
Okay, if you sign NDAs,
I can't say,
okay.
but it's definitely one female artist for sure.
I respect
That is pretty big right now.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay.
But it's so funny because when I tell everybody, they be like, "Why'd you start rapping?" Like, first of all, it's so funny because I told my ex this and he said, "Wow, so spiteful." But my baby daddy's a rapper. Mm-hmm. He still is. He does music, and he's a pretty dope rapper. But we was like freestyling together. We ended up breaking up. I got mad at him. I was like, man, I could do better than this. So I put out my song New Drip a few years ago. Mm-hmm. Numbers went out. So literally the only reason why I really had enough courage to do it is because I was spiteful and angry at my baby daddy. That's like, watch me do better than you, though.
Angry black female thing.
Wow. This is wild.
That's what I said. So when I tell people that story, they're like, wow, baby mamas would do anything. But no, at the time, like, I was like,
I don't want to see that nigga win. I got to top that nigga. I seen a little dude who made a diss song to his grandma. She had this fuck granny. He made this song.
You never know the motivation.
Exactly.
Sexy Red only did it to make her baby daddy mad.
But here, look at it like this. The world, despite your very petty origin, the world has been blessed with some really good art. So that shows that great. People be like, oh, art comes from a place of love. No, sometimes art comes from a place of hate. Fuck all of y'all.
Fuck you.
Oh, you niggas ain't seen the last of me.
From the depths of my balls, nigga, I want to let you know how much I hate you. I get
like,
it.
Oh, you can leave me, but
watch
watch you see me.
But on the subject of songwriting, there's this chick, Money Long, and she's won some Grammys and stuff.
Yeah,
and she's
a
recently
talented
went
artist.
Viral on how she originally started as a songwriter, and she wrote a lot of big time songs, and people didn't think she had the it, so they wanted to keep her in the back writing. Mm-hmm. But then she broke out. So she told a story where she wrote a song for someone, and it ended up going to Pitbull and Keisha. And they literally, but Keisha couldn't hit the notes. So they had Money Long come in and sing, and she was supposed to be under. But they ended up keeping her vocals, but they labeled the song as Pitbull and Keisha. Because they didn't want to give her no... So she wrote the song, they didn't want to give her no credit. And then Keisha's people actually tried to get some of the publishing, even though she didn't actually sing on the song
or write it. That's what
so as a songwriter,
songwriters get treated so badly.
Right.
Like, they get treated so badly. Like, it's so sad.
And then
that's
people
the whole reason why.
And as a rapper, I'm pretty sure they don't want people to know that
I make music.
Like that you wrote the shit.
And I wasn't even allowed to make music at the time, so it was like they really just cornered me. I mean, not to talk bad.
Yeah, don't talk bad, because
it's not to talk bad, because that's what happens to
Keep
writers.
it a buck, though.
But that's what happens to writers a lot. They feel like you could put it out yourself and probably like profit off of it, and they don't want that. So they find a way where they can profit off your song and you can't. And I didn't know that until later.
You need to have people in your corner who know the A B C D E F G.
But in the beginning of the game, you just learning. So I learned a lot, and
happy to be on.
Yeah, I'm glad.
No, true. I feel you.
Yeah, because that was just.
So
I'm saying songwriters get done so dirty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're so controlling, and they know that you had the power. The songwriters have the power to make the crowd feel the way they do.
Right.
Yeah, you have an influencer or somebody who can like take it,
sing your words and do whatnot, but I created this shit.
Exactly, I gave the emotion to this song. You're just copying the emotion I had at the time. Right.
So, okay, so you said that you started based on Bitter Baby Mama Syndrome. I'm gonna say that respectfully.
I can't wait till my baby daddy see this.
Yeah. Shout out to
more the words.
Mrs. Moore, what's happening? Happy 13th day of winter. New Year's is March 21st, but So
I heard.
you started writing, and when did you know that you had something?
I had a song, and I actually was like, okay, so I've been writing since I was a baby. Like I used to write poems for my mama, songs for
You
my
writing
mom.
songs in
She still
crayon?
keeps. Yeah, no, she still keeps them. She still keeps them. She still has them, and she'll tell anybody I've been writing my whole life. So honestly, I already had these songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I tweaked them to sound like a certain artist, or I tweaked them to make them sound like something that they would say, or like more of a different vibe. But I got a gallery full of songs.
Okay.
So
Good
I,
catalog.
I got a whole bunch.
That's
I've
what's
been
up.
writing my whole life, so I got a whole bunch of songs. It just depends on which artist it would sound right with. So sometimes I would write fresh, and sometimes I would just be like, no, this one cool. This one work for me, or whatever.
Okay. Hey, that's dope.
But once I found a song that I felt like I should do, that's when they didn't really like it, and I'm like, I really want to do this song, and they fought me over it. So that's kind of where I was like, oh, then I'm gonna just become my own artist. So that's where I stopped working.
So around what year? What year?
Let's see, when I started rapping, I want to say this was 8 years ago. What was 8 years ago? What's the day?
And you're only
Sorry.
22?
Sure. Let's see, it's 2024, 8 years ago.
It's 25.
2014, 2015, because my son was
So
born.
this is 10 years.
Yeah, my son was
So
born.
you're a mother. How old is your seed?
10. Oh, you about to be 11, January 25th.
Congratulations.
Okay, right there.
That's a beautiful birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad he
That
getting
was a
old
great
enough.
number. So you've been writing. I know you did. I seen your song in the video. You had 2 songs. You had a feature with another rapper, and you had your one song, "Pretty Little Monster."
Actually, I have 3 songs. I got 2 features with different artists.
Let's go.
So
Talk
one
about
with Nika's from Coco's, and then one with Mac Free. Shout out Mac Free. He
Shout out
just
Mac
signed a
Free.
distribution label with Universal.
Salute,
Good
respect.
Stuff. He also gonna be on tour with me. So
Okay.
yeah, we got a really dope song show off, but the video will be coming out like sometime this month. So the video's not out yet, but the video for Nika's for Coco's is out. The name is No Rules.
No rules. Yeah.
That's the
So
one.
okay. So the artist, how did take us through the journey of how that started?
For both artists.
No, the No Rules. Let's go on that one first, and we'll tap into the other one after.
So she already had like a following and everything from, modeling as well as like doing her own thing in Russia or where she's from. There's like a war out there, so she ended up moving out to the United States. Then she started working. So pretty much, she asked me to join. It was between me and another girl, and she chose me to do the EP with. So I guess that's an honor. It's pretty honorable.
Salute.
Yeah, because the other girl was dope,
They
and
saw
actually
something.
felt like she did better than
Can we
me.
expect this song from the other girl to you?
I hope so, because I want to do that. Hey, if she do this song, I'm going to do this song. Then our baby daddy's going to do this songs.
Why?
Okay.
Why the sisters just can't just come and just be cool?
No, you know what's crazy?
I'm
A
asking
girl.
the question as a melanated king. Can we not do just bullshit beef?
Man, Kendrick
No,
Lamar
'cause
has
it's
been
crazy.
beefing for
That's-
7 months now.
I don't feel like that's fake, because why would Drake literally do... I'm
No.
sorry, that can't be fake.
I just don't do the generated beef. No plant based.
That's exactly what I said. A female singer actually came up to me and said, we should start a beef. I'm like, girl, what? I got real problems out here in Oakland. I'm not about to really fake beef with you. Like, what is this?
We're trying to sell records, baby.
Thank you. I
But-
guess that's what she trying to do.
But
But
that's the problem. As a purist in the music, hip hop, soul, R&B, neo soul, whatever. As a connoisseur of the melanated music, I just hate manufactured bullshit. I like organic, real shit. And I think too many people fall into that trap of, like you saying, hey, let's do a beef to get on or to put our name out there. I think too
Yeah.
many artists fall into that trap, nowadays, to where they think that's the way to get on and to be on. And that's whack as fuck. I'm just keeping a buck with y'all. If it ain't no real issues,
yeah.
the generated shit, you lab created diamond artists out there, and you know what I'm talking about, them What's the one store in the Bay that do? We got lab created diamonds. Come get it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna take some real
And damn near
diamonds.
cost what the real ones cost.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They gonna pass the moissanite test or the diamond tester test, whatever. But I'm just saying that no lab created shit. Just let it be organic. If it's funky, it's funky. But all that I gotta do though. Let's like you said. Hey, let's generate some beef to get on.
I feel like the world is already too toxic and evil. Why would you want to put that out there, especially when there's people watching you? I feel like you're literally bringing that beef to your fans, and then why would you do that? Like,
unfortunately, you have a production of where
Devon, what's up, cousin?
Salute. What's up, Mick? Love, honestly, what's happening? Tyrone, Cuzzo, what's happening? Eagle Spirit, salute. GM.
People get engaged though in the beef. So it gives them. It's a spectator.
It actually becomes a bigger beef than it needs to be sometimes.
But we sell ourselves short for the goal or the illusion of clickbait and be on real quick. Don't get me wrong, there's short money and bad breaks in that shit, but we seem to all tune in to jump on that caboose when it comes to that low vibrational shit.
But that's the reason why. So you know how many reality shows I've been offered to like be in? I just feel like reality shows nowadays are so trash. Exactly. Like I'm not getting on here just to fight and to show black women as a certain way, because that's not how we are. And then I literally, one little girl in my son's school was like, he a baddie. So I'm like, first of all, no woman, especially you, should be acting like that. Like it's just what we were bringing to our kids, and that's the only reason why. Like I could have been put on, but my morals really set me set from others, because I can't do that. I can't just put anything out and not expect, the future generation to see that and not mold somebody's mind, because that molds people's mind. Like seeing women act like that on TV and get all this popularity from it, that's molding young women to act like it, and I just can't accept that.
Thank you. And what's happening? Because it was good with my guy. But yeah, exactly. To your point, and we ain't black, but as a melanated man, I sit and watch stuff, and that whole rush wave to be in these shows to where it's sisters that got to be super fighting and doing all this, and don't get me wrong, I got eyes. I like tits and ass, bro.
We all do.
You know what I'm saying? I'm real with it. I'm married, but hey, I'm not blind, motherfucker. I see shit. But that genre, that whole idea of this how we get on, I am firmly against that.
Yeah, same.
For us.
And if I never get on not doing stuff like that, I'm okay. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I'm firmly against it. I'm anti bullshit. So you have no rules.
Show off.
Your collab, show off. You got Pretty Little Monster. Take us into the mindset of how that came about and what's coming.
Well, Pretty Little Monster came about because I'm definitely a monster. And it was more like a metaphor, like the prettiest women really be like kind of dark.
Freeman said, can we, he said, tell you that he love you. And he got a script and he won the network.
Oh, for me?
Yep. All day. No Diddy. That's right, Mrs. Miss Sexy Bart, all day. No Diddy.
Shout out to Free Jack.
Shout out to my guy, Free Jack.
One of the realest in the game.
For real. I can't wait till you come back on, cuzzo. Let's make it happen.
But honestly, the whole EP that's coming out is really about kind of how like I started off in love and ended with fuck these niggas,
Okay.
So it really just happened. So it really is like I try, sometimes I listen to it, I'm like, this kind of seems generic, but then I listen to it, I'm like, it is how I felt completely. So I can't really but at the same time, like, it started off with that's the reason why the way that I have it, my EP set up, is literally gonna tell a story. Okay. From Pretty Little Monster to Wet to all the songs that I have, Grip, all that. It's pretty much just my turn up to remembering who the hell I am. Okay. So.
Self-discovery?
Well, I mean, it's like you already know who you are, but sometimes when you get in a relationship, there's just some people who try to change that or make you feel like you're not who you are.
Right.
So instead of crying about it, I'm more no, I'm not who he said I am. I know who I am, and then that's when I put that out. So that's when I was like, I'm a pretty little monster, whether you like me or not.
Okay, and and when it comes to hip hop, because you're an attractive sister, and like we were speaking before, because society, the norm will put the anomaly on the lighter tone skin sisters, and do the whole, how y'all evil ass motherfuckers be out there, but it's, and we always had the saying, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. As a darker hue sister, and you clean up well. You own your shit. It's a dope ass shit.
Thank you.
Let me interject something.
Go ahead.
Oh damn! Already?
Before I
You just said I was pretty.
give my shit. Yeah, you interjecting on some. I'm on the hue shit.
No, before it go leave my mind, she said how she started in love.
Mm-hmm.
I can testify to that. Let me tell you something. When me and her first met, as I know, her baby daddy got sick.
Okay.
Lungs, something happened.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I thought she was hella hardcore, right? Man, she was sitting there in as much shit as she talk about dudes, inspiration, this and that. When she thought that he might not make it, the softness, the tear, all that good shit came.
Nothing.
But now a couple years later, she is on some gangster shit. So
right?
she did start in love and then she transformed.
Exactly.
But my man, carry on.
Okay, so and this is for open conversation, y'all, and I need y'all to chime in with this.
Shout out to Canary.
Canary, what's happening? Angel, what's happening? But as a sister who of the melanated hue,
mm-hmm.
that essence of the hue, where did it come mm-hmm. from? Have you had situations where it was that bullshit?
Every day. Literally, I lost my page because somebody told me I'm black, ugly, and nobody will ever love me.
That's that bullshit.
So,
For real? They got at you like that? Mm-hmm. Was it someone unknown or a troll?
It was a troll. But I lost my page anyway because they kept coming after me with the same thing. Like, ain't nobody gonna love a black like you, like stuff like that.
Bullshit.
Like, why are you talking to me? But, trolls. I lost my page that way, so now I just ignored them. I was like at 20,000 followers, and now I'm back to starting over. I don't like you. I'm never fighting with y'all again.
Oh, never base. The comments are just the comments. And people do shit just to be. But I want to highlight because I like I said, we sit here and we all mm-hmm. are prevalent and see the way the industry parades.
It's a cold industry.
Women out.
It'll break you.
And they cater to the fair skinned sisters. And don't get me wrong, you do have the darker hue sisters that are the anomalies that stand out. It's like, yeah, that's dope. And you get some, but they don't
act like it's a unicorn.
Yeah. And it's like, y'all be fucking missing out. And I'm just want to give you props and I want to speak on that because as even us as melanated, and I'm not gonna call us black, but you niggas be stuck in that fucking weird ass place, mm-hmm. and when the Jeopardy music playing and helping a hand with that shit, and you shouldn't be, cause y'all be missing out on some shit.
Don't wake these niggas up. That just means it's more chocolate for niggas that really appreciate it. Don't wake these niggas
but
up.
I've had somebody stare at me, like, I'm like, okay, I see dudes staring at me, but I just ignore it.
He be like,
he come up to me, he's like, hey, not to be rude and stare at you, but you're like the prettiest dark skinned girl I ever met. I'm like, there's a lot of beautiful dark skinned girls out here.
Yeah, like, knock it off.
Angel.
Trap. Good old
Period.
Trap.
What's happening? Vaughn, I seen Vaughn earlier. So, but I'm just saying, if you want to, take us through the trials of a sister, a melanated sister. Get these motherfuckers some insight on what this shit is.
Russell say melanin is more valuable than gold.
It is per gram. Mm-hmm. Get these motherfuckers, and I'm opening it up to you talk your shit on and
Talk
use
that
your
talk, Mark Anthony.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this shit.
Honestly, sometimes I'm not sure if it's because of my skin or just because I'm a woman in general, but I don't really get the same type of. I have to, like, I work hard because I have to set myself apart from the people who don't have to do much, you know?
Right.
So they do the bare minimum. I work my butt off and I still get passed by. So I feel like it's always something, but I always have confidence in me and who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. I always have confidence in me and who I am. Like my mom, she's I mean, I'm gonna say this and she gonna get mad. She gonna lie. She's a fairer skinned. Sorry, mama. But
shout out to your mama.
Hey, mama.
Mama.
She hates when I call her light.
Hey, look. If mama wouldn't have,
she said, "I'm dark skinned. Don't play with me." Right. I
was say, mom just said, "Mom didn't have protected sex one day. You wouldn't be here."
But she always spoke life into me. She was like, "Yeah, no, you're like ever since I was a little girl, your skin is beautiful. You're beautiful." Blah blah blah. She always spoke that life to me. So I never felt a problem with my skin, even when somebody else did. So that's why I feel like people try to defeat me, but it was instilled in me to be who I am. I can't change.
There you go.
I always gonna love myself even when nobody else does.
I'm always stand saluting. That's why when we was talking before, I want to have that conversation because a lot of the industry plays the bullshit role and whatnot, you know, and I just want to honor all shades of women, but I'm gonna always give.
But it's not as bad as when I was younger. When I was younger, I feel like it was worse. Now we're trying to get more.
We used to be African booty scratchers and shit.
They turned off the lights. They couldn't.
Don't get me wrong. I got partners that's dark. I call niggas 11:59. Don't get me wrong. I play the shit too when I talk to my niggas. I be like, nigga, you was born at 11:59 and 59 seconds. I do that shit. I call niggas dark and belly, all that. Don't get me wrong. Twin brother darkness, all that. I do that shit, but that shit is dope as fuck. Yeah, you close my eye. Okay, if I don't smile, nigga, you can't see me, and I come get your wallet. Right. You know? But I'm just saying. So, back to the music. Because I like having fun with this shit. So, with the music, what are we looking at? Because you said you just signed to A&R.
Yeah, Sonic Entertainment.
Okay.
I just signed to them. They have me pretty busy already. I have, they got me busy with tours.
Okay, let's speak on it.
Yeah, I got a tour. My tour was supposed to start February 8th. We moved it back. See, there's Sonic Entertainment. Like, hey. So they moved our it back because we're just trying to make it like we're trying to celebrate another artist whose birthday's on that day. So our tour starts off February 21st in New York.
Okay.
And I'll be getting the date. I'll be getting that place for that. I think I already have it. It's somewhere in my phone. But and then we're going to be in New Jersey the day after that, and then Atlanta or Memphis. Yeah, then we're going to be in Atlanta. Then we got Memphis, Miami. We got so many stops all year. So I'm definitely excited because then I get to work with different artists outside of Oakland. A lot of features going on with artists out there now. So it's really good to be able to like move around and have everybody see, because I feel like everybody's kind of like known in Oakland. Mm-hmm. Like everybody knows everybody. I'm trying to expand, you know. You got to find your peoples.
You got to network. You can get, and nothing wrong with the Bay. I mean,
have a ton of day schedule. I know. You should put them down in the chat so I can tell them. Yeah. Sonic Entertainment. I was like, they said you got a lot of day schedule. I know. So put them in the chat so I can remind them.
Yeah. Congrats on the tour for sure. You might as well tell them to come to the Facebook page and they can watch this.
I did. I added the link on the Facebook page.
Yeah, y'all come over and we chat. You talk to us. We talk back.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's happening? GMO Mac Free, what's happening? Salute.
Oh, Mac Free. See, that's who I got this song Show Off with.
Show Off. What's happening, bro? Tune in. Hey, we'll line it up to get you on the show. It's all good.
And he's one of those artists that's going to be on the tour. I think he's headlining a few of the shows too.
That's what's up.
And he just got signed to Virgin.
Shout out to Mac Free.
One of them. Mac Free will say
something. Shout out to Mac Free, bro. It's
answer.
all good, man. Let's network.
Oh, and I'm in a few of his videos that just dropped today, so I get to play leading lady. It was cute.
So, so speaking on the camera, behind the camera, or in front of the camera, because, I mean, you rapping, you've been writing, you've been getting some acting in, because you've done a couple of our projects and got some projects coming. How did that come about?
The movies? Yeah. Well, the movies came about when I met Pharaoh. Pharaoh's the first one to give me a movie. Shout out to Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
First one to believe in me in this acting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Started with a fashion show, and he was like, okay, you're pretty, but can you act? Because if you can't act, I can't really do much with you. So I'm like, no, I can act. So then I sent him. We came here. We did the little Cognac Confessionals. And then I ran a few lines for him. And he was like, okay, I got you.
But before that, I had you do a monologue.
Yeah, I had to send him a monologue. Of I still have it in my phone, too. It's so crazy. I do have it in my phone.
Well, the thing is that you have such a captivating appearance. I was like, okay, we could really work with her. But I wanted to make sure that, because I didn't want to be let down. Like, I was like, please, Lord, let her have the talent to match her looks. And you did.
Thank you. I really
Because pretty girls
it.
come and go around here. And, you know what I'm saying? And some don't have any dedication to their craft. They're unwilling to put in any sort of grind, any sort of effort. And so thus, you know, what can we do? Because see, I started movie roles, you know what I'm saying? I was on set to watch the legendary T.T. Moore. And let me tell you something. All jokes to the side.
She coming on.
She was another one that people was like, oh, she just cute. And then she really getting the character, this and that. And so niggas have to look back and be like, oh, no. She's actually truly talented. Yeah, so now that's what I look for. So when somebody come in and they just like, hey, what's your attribute? I'm beautiful. Okay, can you do it? I'm beautiful. Okay, yeah, we done already seen beautiful.
I didn't even know.
We're gonna need you to be able to cry. We're gonna need you to be able to do some gangster. We're gonna need you to be able to get into character and act.
Yes. And that's what it's about.
Oh, and according to Sonic Entertainment, we're going to be in Sacramento February 28th.
Okay.
New Jersey, New York, Atlanta in March, and then again in October for the award show, which I'm going to need y'all to vote for me, okay?
Tell them where it's at.
Wait, let me finish the date. Chicago.
Okay.
Vegas. Florida.
No Texarkana?
Nashville. Yes, but that's where South by Southwest is. South by Southwest is in Texas, so we're going to be out in Texas for that.
Texarkana, Arkansas. I got family. That's what
Texarkana, Texas, and
Texarkana, Arkansas. Yeah.
There's a line down the middle of the street. And on one side of the line, you're in Arkansas, one side in Texas. And the reason why I say that is that it's I found looking at the demographics on my sales and my streaming, it's beautiful to have Philadelphia be on there. It's beautiful that. But along that Mississippi Delta, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, that's where we actually make the money.
You get them pockets of we make areas where it's, for lack of a better term, I'm gonna call it urban. Just you touch your people. You touch your people and they watch you, they subscribe, they like what you're doing, they follow what you're doing. That's some real shit.
I make more money out of Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama than the rest of America combined.
Louisiana's from where my family is. So.
If you're black and you're really trying to get to the bag, I mean, if you're melanated and you're really trying, like people try to denigrate it. And this and that, and say stuff like call it the chitlin circuit and stuff like that. But that's when what the chitlin circuit
that term came from back in the day. Yeah. And then remember the House Party movie with TLC would play with it. You put us on the chitlin circuit from fuck Alabama and
but they try to knock that. But that's where you actually make your bread.
Because comics or any tourist artist, anything. You make your money off touring. Don't get me wrong. You get the albums, and nowadays, you got streams, you got this and that. Right. But all the gist of your money that you personally make is come from you being out there in the public.
If Tyler Perry never conquers the chitlin circuit with his plays,
we'll never know who the fuck he is.
And sometimes I tell people, like some other filmmakers, be like, man, P, we got to get out there, this and that. So I said, well, hey, tell you what. Let's go pick 10 cities in the chitlin circuit and go do screenings in all those cities, shake hands. They got actual black-owned radio stations in those cities that you can really go out there and tap in with the people.
Yes.
And the cat looked at me sort of like, and back then was basically like, Mississippi, my nigga, I ain't going to the crack. I said, hold on. I said, look, do you realize Mississippi is 80% black?
Right.
There's 1 million black people in Mississippi who will love you more than they'll ever love you in Oakland.
All day.
Exactly. You got to get out of your area.
Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama and them small towns, they will love you more. Now, Oakland will love you if Camiel talking about... Oakland will love you if somebody that's already platinum says you're the one, regardless of your talent.
Certified by
but
the
in
gatekeepers.
them places, in the Mississippi Delta,
they going to love you
if you
if
show
you
up.
Good.
They will... Man, that's all I say.
If you build it, they will come.
People say we can say whatever about our melanated people, but if they get the word and you come to them,
you just
our people will truly support. People be like, "Oh, niggas be hating." No, the niggas you know be hating.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get out your circle. This is how much support you get at your own town. This is how much you would get in a different area, and it's sad, but it's true. So you just got to move around.
Only thing you can do here in the Bay Area is get famous, but you can get rich in the South.
Yeah,
you can have a hot ass name in the Bay and still be poor.
Facts.
They gonna follow. They gonna
don't
look.
Trust these rappers.
But you go down south. You go down south and really get your bread. Hey,
shout out to
Tyler
Jasmine
Perry
Wilcox
already showed us.
in. She be on
Master
next
P
week.
already showed us. Master P was grinding in the Bay for years, and cats treated him. If you from that area, you'll know people treated Master P like a joke when he was here grinding. Yeah. Master P packed it up, did nothing different, but just simply went to Louisiana and did the same exact shit and became a billionaire.
That part.
Yes. Strangers support, right.
A lot of people I know
strangers support you more than your own people. That's real.
That's real.
Because
that's why I don't
they don't owe you anything, and most strangers don't want nothing from you organically, as opposed to people who've known you since elementary school. Yeah. So if it's a motherfucker I didn't went to elementary school with that knew me when we was getting the chocolate milk, and I'm like, nigga, I trade you the chocolate milk for the pudding or the square pizza. They be like, nigga, remember when you was getting the square pizza? Nigga, we was like, nigga, we all was getting square pizza.
Right.
But people will have that bullshit mentality that they got something up on you and think you owe them some shit.
The funniest part is that is so true, because ever since I started being out more and posting more about all the things I'm doing, like, you know how many people from school want to act like they know me? Like, last time I saw you was 5th grade, boo. Like, I had the corduroys on. That was the school uniform. We all did, but you don't know me.
Motherfuckers that knew you before you was finger fucking people and shit, they be like, man, nigga, I knew you before you was getting pussy. Do you know me after I was getting pussy?
You had to know me at 7.
Yeah, man, you knew me at 6, at 7.5.
Right.
Cause I've been getting it for
did you know me when my mom had me spend the night at your mama house with your sisters? I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
You'll get that at 3 a.m. But no, real shit. Yeah.
Pharoah been doing music for a minute.
Pharoah,
I've been
for a while. Been for many a month.
But I started at 7.
So, in this industry,
what's up?
Who is that?
Whoever's been, that's
what's happening?
Hey, what's happening with you?
They said they want you to be a part of helping with the award.
Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us. We talk back. Come to the Cognac Confessionals page. Like, subscribe, share.
See, now
but he did tell me about the award show, which is going to be in October 25th in Atlanta. Wait, the award show takes 25th in Atlanta, and you will go to Sonic Entertainment to nominate me, Ice Queen, for Rising Artist, Rising Star. I hope to get that one. For some reason, that's the one I want more than anything. They got Best Female Artist. They got Best DP. I really want to be the Rising Star.
That's basically like Rookie of the Year.
Pretty much. That's what I want to be. Like, I'm not trying to aim too high, to where I feel. I mean, I could, but there's a lot of dope artists in this category, and I would love to be any one of those. So if y'all want to vote for me for that, if that's how you feel like I am, then I love that. Please do. But I really want to be Rising Star.
What's up, cousin?
I really want to be that Rising Star. So go vote for me.
Appreciate you
Sonic
for tuning
Entertainment before the award show. Nominations start January 15th. So I'll send a link out to y'all.
And for the ones who don't know, who've tuned in late one night, where can they find you on social media?
I'm Ice Queen, ICEED Queen. So that's where you can find me on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I do have a Twitter, but it's not really.
X.
Oh, that's what it's called now.
Platforms.
Huh? See,
What's
I'm old
up?
school
How
X.
Texas treating you, cousin?
But if you go to my Instagram, my link tree has all those links on there. I just don't know the names quite.
Okay. Tell them where they can get all the whole spiel.
Yeah, just go straight to my link in my bio on Instagram. You'll see everything that I have coming up, all my songs, as well as the song with. I was about to call him Gorilla Mac.
Gorilla Mac.
That's his. I want to say that's his bipolar side. But yeah,
Okay,
Mac Free. There we go.
Mac Free.
Yeah, bipolar.
Love that name.
He tuning in.
Hey, it's the MAC, y'all.
I look forward to chopping it up with you, bruh. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? You hearing it from me. Link up. Message me. We'll get you up here too. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about enterprise and networking with people. That's what we do here.
Yeah, but he will be on tour with me. So if you want to see him and see me, you know to show up. And I also have a show coming up on the 11th. A little showcase coming up in the 11th for I forgot who I'm gonna do it with. But yeah, it's at Jack London at the Elbow Room.
Elbow Room. That's Igor Beats. That's shout out to the cousin Igor Beats.
Who did it. But yeah, I'm gonna be there.
That's my main man right
Beats,
there.
my guy.
And I'm actually gonna be performing the whole EP that day because it will be dropped the day before. So the whole EP will be.
So it's a real showcase.
Some real shit.
Showcasing your talent.
That's what it is. It's what you got to do.
Okay.
Hey,
Before I go on tour, I'm trying to give y'all a little snippet in Oakland because I'm coming back to Oakland, but it's April 12th. That's
when
my
the music video dropping.
Which one? Because there's like 4 music videos that's going to be dropping before I go on
Which
tour.
one's the first one? When's it dropping?
Well, the first one is actually going to be Show Off with Mac Free. And then Pretty Little Monster. Wet. They're both going to drop at the same time. And I'm only doing another music video. Beating Down Your Block. That song ain't come out yet, but y'all going to love it. So
Okay.
I know.
So you have SoundCloud, you said all your links is on your LinkedIn.
Yep. So just go straight to my Instagram. My LinkedIn has all my links. So y'all don't even gotta look for it.
Make sure y'all tune in. You ready? So
now speaking of
music videos, we got a surprise extra guest tonight. We're gonna bring Sis in. She's bring your chair. This sister's family here. This is network business. That one.
She was the featured.
No, you scoot that way.
She was the featured vixen in a video that has 100 million views.
This sister's been with us. This is VJ TV network right here. She all in the building. Welcome, sis. Sarah Moore in the building. Welcome, sis.
What's that?
Happening.
You up there, huh?
Yeah, she up in here. This is original. She's one of the VJets, and she's been doing shit for a minute with us. What's happening?
What's up, y'all? I'm here on the west side.
Town biz.
Between all the streamers
happy
and the
belated
music
birthday.
videos and stuff.
January 1st.
Yes,
She's
just had a
New Year's,
birthday.
baby.
She's been
Yes, on New Year's.
happy birthday.
Yes.
She's been seen 300 million times.
Yes.
No exaggeration.
This has been.
If she drop a couple more videos, shit, you gonna might fuck around and touch 1 billion views.
Yeah, the last music video I was in was Eminem, and I was the girl who fainted.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's happening?
And my niece played her in a younger version of her in a movie.
That was your niece.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out.
Oh my God,
My sister's keeper.
My sister's
yeah.
keepers.
Shout out.
she's adorable. So adorable.
So what's happening? Because you be out. You've been. We can go on and on about the history how it started. Because like this is family right here. Y'all understand that. What's good?
Man, I just been living life, from LA to the Bay.
Right.
Just kicking it, chilling, trying to be on my grind, and just having fun. And I'm just so happy to be back here, man, to see all y'all.
So do you mostly work like in LA and the Bay? Is that where you mainly stick to?
Yeah,
Is that where most of the work is in LA?
Well, I started off out here, and then when I moved out to LA, I was doing work out there. Then the pandemic happened, and then I had an injury. I had a whole bunch of stuff I had to deal with that. So I'm getting back into the swing of things. I've had to take some time off you know, had to heal, had to, you know, get my life together. But, you know, I'm coming back stronger. You know, what don't kill me is going to make me stronger.
Exactly.
Doing what you do. Salute.
And people don't know that physical problems can actually mentally like slow you down a little bit. So you probably have to get your head back.
Exactly. Yep. That's so true.
Right.
So
And
true.
for y'all that don't know, it was Sierra, Karen, Miko, the VJets
Shout out to
for
Miko.
VJ TV. Yeah, shout out to Miko. She in Atlanta doing
every time I watch Paternity Court, Miko is in the crowd.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this family, this is network. We've been doing movies. You had doing interviews. Matter of fact, because we was talking earlier when you was here, this sister had the last interview with Uncle Phil.
Oh,
before he
yeah.
passed. And it went viral.
Well, yeah, he dead now.
Yeah,
Uncle Phil passed in a minute.
And
but,
at that same event, I almost fought Shaka Khan's bodyguards over.
you know, we've been. But I'm just saying, this is fam right here.
Oh, she know I ain't lying. They tried to
She ain't
get out of
lying.
the crowd. Shaka Khan's people threatened to take her phone. For taking a picture of Shaka Khan, and I was basically like,
that ain't gonna happen.
you ain't
taking shit.
You might take a lot of shit out of here, but you ain't taking that motherfucking phone.
Oh, no, you did.
So, I mean, and you know, when you come, because you've been gone for a minute, you come up, we always miss each other when it comes to being here and doing this.
This
and
is my first time on the show. I finally made it.
Because I remember one time I think we just finished the show, or it was the day out, and you came, I was like, damn. Or you was here, and I was like, we couldn't link it up.
We just been missing.
But, I mean, we go back from, way, Town Biz, way before.
Right. I can't wait to get up on here.
You was on Town Biz too?
Yes.
Everybody I know was on Town Biz. That's
That was like the first.
That was our first show.
That was the first movie made in
First
Oakland.
full,
I heard
our
that
first
Town Biz
full
part
length.
2. He said I'm in it.
Before we made Town Biz, nobody in the Bay was doing films. I mean, maybe a couple. I don't know of them. I don't know.
They wasn't making a dent in
There was some,
Right.
but Sarah been here doing her shit for many a moon.
Mm-hmm. I remember walking into on Havens Court into the Chinese food place. I don't know the name of it, but if y'all really from Oakland, y'all know which one I'm talking about. By the nail shop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right there on
Yes, a bootlegger was in there with our movie. I'm like, no, they did not bootleg our movie.
Did you know a lot of people want it?
My partner bought a copy in Detroit and called me and said, "Hey man, this nigga look just like you in this movie," and I'm like, "That is me, dog."
He said, "That's how
Hey,
it
my wife
was."
did the same thing. We was doing a garage sale, and some dude was just coming up the block and was, "Hey, I got these movies," and it's like, my husband. Nigga, that's my husband's movie. And she called me like, "This motherfucker," and I'm like, wow. But, sis, what's happening? Welcome to the show.
Man, I know. What y'all talk about here? Y'all talk about a little bit of everything.
We talk about
Well, one
everything.
time we talked about the time that you pumped Tyson Beck for that Academy Award.
She's been.
Lies.
Hey, she's hosted an interview, motherfuckers, at the Oscars,
That's true.
You done. Hey, you niggas. Hey, keeping it a buck with y'all. We Harry Karen. Shout out to Karen
on the red carpet.
Shout out to Karen. Coke bottle. That's this. Hey,
we double teamed them.
Been out there
with a Coke bottle.
Coke bottle.
She
That's
had
Karen's
the left,
nickname.
I had the right.
Yeah. Hey,
they talk about a picture.
Shit with 50. You've interviewed a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, I interviewed Kim K and Ray J before
the sex tape came out.
It was right after. So this
was
in
before, Miami shit.
This
I
was
know.
Before Kim K was Kim K.
Yes.
And they told me her name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know how you're supposed to introduce somebody at the beginning of the video. I'm like, hi, we're here with, because I totally forgot it. Who's gonna remember Kardashian? Like, that's not the name you're gonna remember.
Your one interview went viral though. Dude from Kiss.
Gene Simmons.
I didn't know who Gene Simmons was.
She didn't know who Gene Simmons was.
And he knew I didn't know who
and
he was.
And he was like, yeah, you ever met Gene Simmons? She was like, no, where can we find him? The Magic Convention.
Why are you talking to
hella
him,
shit. I know that, but hey. Them are some real ass times. That's the shit.
He didn't have his face paint on, so how
That's true. Like, how would you know? How was that kiss without the face paint?
He was like, man,
he should have stuck his tongue out or something.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
But you know what's funny though is that even though you still a youngster, which means that we must have had you up in places where you was nowhere near 21. That you really been a vet. Like, here's the thing. Okay, so you've worked with Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
You've interviewed 50, Gene Simmons. We talking about
some
of the biggest names in the industry. I know you.
Jeffrey Osborne.
Mary Gordy, all kinds of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil. Is there any celebrity that you've ever felt intimidated in front of?
No.
They just people.
There you go. They're just people.
So if you meet Beyonce right now, you're not gonna feel a little nervous?
I seen her. I didn't talk to her, but I seen her.
Did she glow? Because I feel like she was a glow in person.
She's really short. A lot of entertainers are very short.
Is Beyonce short?
Yeah. They said she's 5'7" on the internet. I don't know.
That's kind of medium tall.
I'm 5'7".
My mom is like.
She just looks really tall on TV.
I'm over 6 feet, but yeah, TV adds height and weight and the angles.
Mm-hmm.
So
Depending on angles, yeah.
You know who really short?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damn. I don't know. I don't want to bust y'all out, but Omarion and his brother.
Oh no, that's true. I heard that. He looked tall though. The way they be having them angles.
What's
the way
the older one?
For
Omari?
No. Omarion's bigger brother. That was an immature.
Batman.
Batman. No, not Batman.
No, Batman is Marcus Houston.
You talking about Orion? You talking about Omarion's brother?
Omarion's brother, that was an immature. What's his name?
Yeah, his name Orion or something.
No.
Orion, yeah.
That's the Asian
Houston.
girl baby daddy. What's her name?
Yeah, that's his actual brother.
That's his actual brother. But if you talk about Marcus Houston, they did a few movies.
Yeah,
and stuff
Marcus
together.
Houston.
Oh, Marcus
but Orion
Houston's
is
not his
his
real brother?
No, it was just
Orion is actually his brother.
Yeah. Orion.
Oh.
The O.
I didn't.
If you really look at them standing next to each other, just Orion hella short, but the niggas is clones.
They about
really
the same
look
height.
so.
Orion, Marcus Houston.
So you saying Omarion
But they're
is the
very
one
good
celebrity
looking
that
men,
had
don't get me
that
wrong.
got you intimidated?
Huh?
So that's the celebrity that got you intimidated, Omarion?
No.
Oh.
No. I really don't get intimidated because, like.
But what's happening? I mean, because so you went, you sprouted your wings. You going out networking, doing shit. Because you went to SoCal. You doing your you need some juice. You need some juice.
Oh, he got the juice.
We don't got this. Oh, we do.
See,
You got the new model.
I mean, if
shit.
you're gonna be here, you need to be
On the model
prepared
shit.
to be here. But I'm not. I'm gonna leave
I'm
it.
gonna hold it like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
do that.
But that's actually better.
So, have y'all ever talked about politics and religion?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we go there.
It get
I
a
kill
little-
people with that shit.
But I look at your social media posts, so I'm scared to talk politics with you.
So what's your religion?
I'm scared to talk politics
I
with
don't
you.
do religion.
Okay.
I'm spiritual. I keep it a buck. I'm essence. Once you know what you know,
Come on now, rep
What's
your
up, Angel?
shit. Rep your shit.
when you know what you know, there's no.
Knowing anything else?
You can't sell me a dream if I ain't sleep.
And Sarah, seeing as you were one of the biggest Kamala Harris supporters in the country,
I hate her.
I was trying to set her up.
Yeah.
I don't like her either.
But one thing that you
And my
have
grandma used to work
represented
with that girl.
consistently is that your belief that some of the conservative policies would actually be better for our community than some of the liberal policies. Did you always feel like that, or did you kind of like have an awakening?
I had an awakening because I feel like everybody, especially in the urban community, they're taught to, vote Democrats because we're taught to, go with somebody who's going to support welfare, who's going to support government handouts. Not to say that people don't need welfare, not to say that that's not a necessity in our society.
Yes.
But at the same time, it does cripple people because, I'm no stranger to it. I grew up in the welfare system. A lot of people in my family have, and from my experiences, it traps you and it keeps you in a low income mentality. You got people that will really be scared to make a certain amount of money because they're going to get cut off, and they feel like that's their security, and that's crippling people. That's taking away our survival skills, our livelihood, and I feel like that has made us weaker as a society overall, and that's why a lot of other ethnicities has been able to surpass us, even though I feel like we're the more dominant race.
We are.
We're the original man, original woman.
The melanated woman is God.
I don't disagree, but statistically, there's more Asians on like welfare than there is black people, and they doing fine.
Right.
So maybe it's the black people's mentality.
Now,
melanated people's mentality.
As a person that works
for
social services, I'm here to tell you. Y'all two come in and everything ain't in order. Everyone, including other melanated workers, are going to be scrutiny. The Asian dude is going to walk up committing full fraud, and people are going to be like, "Yes, sir. Let's get you taken care of." Because I know these two are up to no good.
No, because that's true. Because my mom is the supervisor at City County in San Francisco, and she looks over all that. And she said the reason why I do this is if my child needed something, I know that they're going to be looked over. So I go out of my way to help, especially black people, because that could be my kid one day.
Yes. Because I sometimes see, because I'm on Twitter and stuff a lot, and sometimes I see Asians being held up as if they're like some type of model minority. But the lack of morals in the Asian community is astounding. You will literally, Papa San will literally put his wife and his daughters basically on the host roll. They don't have the same morals. They cheat. People be like, "Oh, the Asians got all these SATs, this and that." Man, do you know how much? Man, the Asians will literally walk in, put on a different pair of glasses, and take the SAT for you, take the SAT for you, this and that. Their whole culture is based on cheating, fraud, this and that. But because of certain racial constructs here in America, we will be looked at as
the cheaters,
as the lower ones, when the Asians literally their whole culture is based on cheating. Facts. If you see an Asian in Harvard or you see an Asian on there, I guarantee you they didn't take that SAT. They cheat. They have organized cheat groups going back even to the 8th grade. They really play dirty. We can't play like they play because
we ain't organized.
People are looking at us as fraud, scam, this and that. If you need help, and the Asians, because they're viewed so favorably, they can walk right through the door. Sort of like if somebody follow y'all in the store, think y'all about to steal, and the Asian dude over here walking out with a whole shopping cart.
Well, remember, what was it? Don't be a menace while drinking your juice. Remember the Wayne shit? When all the shit that you buy this shit, and you had the white dude over there come and do it, and he had a checklist of shit.
And then he dropped something. Oh, you dropped something. Right.
I actually agree with you to a degree.
And to piggyback off of what she said, I don't know who has more or less because I never looked at the statistics, but all races do get welfare and assistance just like everybody else. All races have bad degenerates. They have successful people. It's not just a black people thing. It's a human thing. Yeah. But I can only talk about what my experience is and what I identify with. And to me, I see my people falling behind with a lot of stuff. And the key thing to what Pharaoh was saying is group. They organize together and work together as a group. We taught, don't do business with your family. Right. Don't help out your family. Don't do this. Don't do that. Back group in the day, that's what it was all about. A family gets a trade, and then you teach that trade to your children. Right. You teach them about the business. you and about the survival skills. We used to be farmers, you know, we used to be
we did everything.
all kind of stuff. Now what, we got to depend on the Mexicans to farm, the Asians to cook our food and to do our nails. We're perfectly capable and able, but I feel like the survival instincts are not there because you took that away. That's just like a pet, a household pet that's been broken versus a pet in the wild. You domesticate an animal, they cannot survive in the wild.
Yes.
You know, and I really think it's crippling, not a diss to anybody. This is encouragement, you know, to do better and to know that you can do better. And I feel like conservative people like Trump and all that, they want the businessman to do better, or the businesswoman to do better. They want the government to get out of all of our business, you know, with all of these regulations. That's like, for example, with the housing market, if you want to build a house, you know, there's all kind of regulations that makes it very difficult to build a house. That's one of the main ways to grow wealth, you know, in America. And right now they're attacking homeowners, you know, with the pandemic, letting people not pay their rent and all of that. And it's like, you could be one of those people.
As a property owner, I'm like, cut me my check.
Right, and it may sound good to somebody when you hear somebody say, oh yeah, we only going to tax somebody over $1 million. Okay, you think you safe because you don't make $1 million, but that's that cripple mentality right there. So you telling yourself you're never going to make $1 million. You're never going to be in that tax bracket. So now you okay with somebody going after somebody. The government shouldn't be going after anybody, whether it's the little man or the big man, because once government can do that, they can do that to anybody. Once it starts with the higher people up, and then it trickles down to us. That's how taxes started. Taxes was only supposed to be temporary. It was only supposed to be for certain people. Now they taxing everybody. Now they get almost 50% of our money. Plus we getting taxed when we buy stuff. We get taxed from our income. We getting taxed all the way around the board, and we don't get nothing for it.
Spit tonight.
We don't get nothing for it. I have a property. I couldn't even get them to trim the tree that was on the sidewalk, but you know, I pay over $6,000 in property taxes. You know, but I can't get them to cut down a tree or try to get them to fill a pothole. That's what our tax money is supposed to be going for. I mean, that's where our tax money is supposed to be going to. And they want to do all this little stupid stuff like make a fucking bus in the middle of the street. It was perfectly fine how it was. You know, that was totally unnecessary. They probably got a budget for $2 million. They probably spent $200,000 and pocketed the rest of that money on a kickback. That's they hustle.
That's the reason why we in the position we in, because you get people in these positions that they may start off with an inclination of trying to get it done. And that's the thing when it comes to politics.
Can I get enough?
I'm starting to
y'all got me heated up in here.
Right, don't get me started.
Speaking of government regulation, we got a little piece of land over in the east. We managed to come up on it. So I decided to go on and build one of them old ADUs on it.
Yeah.
And do you know how much the city told me for the permit? The permit to even be able to start hiring foundation people, this and that.
It's taxation.
How much do you think the permit is to build an ADU?
Permits are fucking rampant.
I would assume it's anywhere between 100,000.
No, for the permit.
Oh, for the permit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
15,000, and I said, and I told that man, I said, you got to be kidding.
That's just for permission.
15,000 to just for permission.
Hey, Trump, get the government out of our business. Right, like
that's
right now.
Permission.
Right now,
so 15,000 to the city just to begin to build, and then but on top of that,
can I do
they just hit me. I guess apparently they decided to raise everybody's. There was a new tax law that was passed in June, and they hit us with a saying we got to give $38 more. And I was like, why? And it was like, oh, a new law passed. New law passed what? So now, my property taxes are $16,000 a year. And when I said, okay, on this empty part, I'm gonna build. I even thought I had this beautiful spiel.
Oh,
y'all talking about homelessness, this and that. Well, I'm gonna build some houses on here, some tiny houses, and we're gonna ease. And they said, "Oh, that's good. That's good." We still gonna need $15,000 for this permit.
I don't care.
So guess what? The homeless is gonna be homeless for a little while longer.
And what is a permit? Them just coming, checking your house to make sure you did it right.
But here's the thing: the city has property inspectors, right? Who are making like $100 an hour, right? So they're gonna get $100 an hour, this and that. So in reality, all they're doing is coming out and saying, "That's good. I don't know, you might need to fix that. Okay, that's good." That's what they're coming out doing. They're already being paid for that. So for the life of me, I can't understand why I'm paying $15,000 to be able to then have these people come out and say things are good, because that should already be included in. As we are part of the city, these people are making. It's not like these are contracted people who are somewhere at home and they say, "Hey, you got to go over here and check," and so thus we got to pay. No. The city pays these people already. They work for the city. So I can't understand for the life of me why I'm paying $15,000 for someone to come out who's already been paid, who says, "Yeah, it's cool. It's cool." Like I don't know. I don't understand what's going on.
You would think. Here's the thing. You pay. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. You pay to get your throat slit slowly. To candle the burn at both ends slowly. You pay for your destruction with everything that you pay, and you paying for the profit or the realization, or you always paying into somebody else's project, somebody else's idea of how their vision of the city, the parcel, the section. You're always paying into that. That's what taxation
parcels
represents.
Partition off before we were even
and this ain't no offense to nobody, but honestly, what I feel like a lot of people who support like Biden and Kamala Harris and all of their policies and stuff, those are usually not business owners. You know, they probably workers and stuff like that. But the moment you try owning a business and really trying to generate wealth, and you seeing all the money that they take away from you in taxes, you gonna understand exactly what everybody's saying when they support conservative views. You know, that's just like with the Doge department not Doge department, but Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. You know, they trying to start this Doge thing. It's called what?
Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah, Department of Government Efficiency. Yeah, and they talking about they doing experiments, giving crack or cocaine to quail and monkeys and shit. Come on now, like that's where our tax dollars is going.
Why would somebody do that?
Same reason why
tax dollars has always been spent on
same
that.
reason why they did that in the 80s.
Hey, what you correct? I might come out to Texas and join you.
So how can I be mad at any of the people in the conservative realm when what the things that they're talking about can help me, you know? And I don't think that they're trying to take away welfare completely, you know, our Social Security completely, you know. I don't think that. I know some might disagree with me, but you know, they're not stupid. They know that it's needed and it's necessary, but a lot of people do get dependent on it. You got a lot of able-bodied people getting money from the government, like I said, with that
that could be out there working a real job.
Right.
Some people are retired and their retirement might be gone.
And hey,
some people work 60, 80 years and they still got to like figure it out.
Right. And I'm not talking about the older people. I'm not talking about the people who got it on hard times. You know, I'm not talking about that. People who have ailments and you know, they can't get around like how they. But that's what the money is for.
Game players.
You know, but some people.
The grifters.
There are a lot of people who don't need it and they holding themselves back.
That's facts. I know somebody who will not get a job because they rent is this much and they want to keep it this much. I'm like, that's crazy.
And to that mentality, and like you said earlier, when you have someone who has that mentality of I don't want to prosper because if I go get this better paying job, it's gonna make my rent go up. that means you always gonna be in the handout, the handout line. You're never gonna. Don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna say this: handouts, government assistance, it's not a bad thing. You have people through economic decline, whether it's racial, systemic racism, all aspects of the way we have been played the little hand, that need these things for a period of time. But it's not, government assistance is not generational wealth. Let's go that way.
Yeah, you got.
I'm gonna go that route.
You got
with
people dying, leaving it to their
that,
kids.
you
And
know,
now their
hey,
kids got it.
hey, my
You know,
grandma, my
first
great
time I saw
grandma
that
had
happen, that's
Section
the
8.
craziest shit that
We
ever happened.
gonna
I believe my
get-
Section 8 to my kid. Like, what the fuck?
That's
I didn't even
crazy.
know that was even possible.
Me neither.
Right, and here's the thing, and like I said, so I remember there's a story of, and here's the thing, I think it was in New York. It was in New York or San Francisco, and I can't remember the exact details of this, but I'm gonna paraphrase this story for y'all. No, I think it was San Francisco. There's a property that is worth, and this is a rent control story. There's a property that, matter of fact, I think it was San Francisco. You can buy this property, right? And this is a exclusive property to where rent, whatever, would be exponential. But because the agreement that was made with the owners, with the renters, if I bought this property, I can't move into it. I can't raise the rent for 30 years because of the rental. Yes, it's coming. Yes, I believe it was San Francisco. Can you
That's
imagine?
bananas.
Saying you can buy this property for the cheap, but it's in an exclusive area. But because of the rental agreement or whatever, that was, I can rent this shit at this price. Prime level. I got a 30-year agreement. Can you imagine?
That sounds bananas.
If I'm a property, and let's just say Ocean Beach. I can't remember the exact details of where this place is at, but I remember it's in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And I remember this shit. It was, hey, you can buy this shit, but you can't live in it. You can't occupy the property for 20 to 30 years because of the agreements.
That's that. You raising up out my shit.
You can't. That's the thing about it. You can't.
Right. And even if you one of them
Can
people
you imagine?
that are fine where you're at, you don't need you're getting government assistance, you don't, feel the need to make any adjustments. What if your kids want better? Think about that. And do you want your kids to be caught up in that cycle? Do you want your kids to not be able to own a home when they get older because they done fucked the housing market up, and you own nothing and you're happy? Like, no.
Right. Like, why do we, and don't get me
I'm
wrong.
surprised how many parents want Section 8 for their kids.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
They think it's the shit. They was like,
I'm a property owner. And I own some shit in a nice, fluent neighborhood. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, there's that part to be like, damn, I wish I could have had a $400 rent mortgage.
Do they still tell you can't have felons in your house?
That shit, yeah. They do. Here's the thing.
Fuck?
I know areas where remember, the laws went to the part to where they had where you would lose your housing and whatnot because of family shit. And they don't live here. No, y'all.
No, back in the day, you lose your Section 8 because you had a man in your house, or your welfare because you had a man in your house. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all can keep y'all little handout. Keep that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And we got used to, and that's
so that
when
means you can't be married.
No.
No.
You really can't be married?
No.
I mean, back in the days,
you can be getting fucked, but you can't be getting fucked by a nigga that's legally.
Yeah, you got
his last
People
name.
was hiding furniture in their closet.
Well, you was getting you was getting it. They was like, hey, it's inspection. Hey, nigga, take them toothbrushes out the bathroom.
Like, them inspectors coming like, how could you afford that flat screen TV or that TV?
On full disclosure, on days that we had inspections, we all had to raise up
and
hella early
there
and cut. But sometimes what the workers will do is, like, say your inspection is at 10, they'll pull up at 9.
Claudine?
So they'll pull up at 9
Claudine?
to see if you coming and going out the house. So you literally sometimes you have to spend the night somewhere else. But one time, I had size 12 feet, right? So I had some of my hoop shoes, and I didn't scoop them up and leave them. And as they was doing the inspection, they saw my high tops and was like, so it's a man living? It's like, no, he's 14, woo. And you know what I'm saying? He don't live here.
There's a movie.
He's just temporary. He was just spending the night. So the workers really grilling my peoples. Like, so he left shoeless?
There's a movie. There's a movie with, I'm trying to think one of the black actors
My mama
from back
said
in
Claudine.
the day.
The movie.
Oh yeah,
that's the movie. Yeah, yep, that's that. Yeah, the movie because it was
ridiculous because they was putting
they had that scene,
the iron and this and that. But I have actually lived that, whereas hey, the inspection, the people gonna be here at this time.
You can't have
y'all gotta
nothing.
cut, and then we'll be around the corner waiting. And then when they finally see them drive off, then we can come back.
You have to wait a couple of hours or maybe the next day to put your shit because they looked at everything. Because niggas
lost the Section 8.
Niggas would be like not thinking of shit. You got 8 niggas in a 2-bedroom. Everybody got toothbrushes, and you niggas that brush your teeth. But it would have, and they wouldn't think to. They ain't gonna look at that. They be like, nigga, why is there 8?
They will.
I'm saying.
They literally.
But when niggas wasn't knowing, they be
like it's a man in the house.
Like, why is it 8 toothbrushes in the bathroom, and this is your voucher is only for you and your 2 kids?
But guess what? I got grown, and guess what? I never was willing to be subjected to that bullshit. So I did whatever I had to do to get enough.
Hey,
what's up?
Even if you liked their policies for whatever reason, how to me, I don't agree with that, and this is why. Children are very impressionable. Yeah. Once you plant a seed in their head and you expose them to something that they did not know, you can't reverse that. And if you expose them to something too young, they may not have the ability to think for themselves and create their own free will. So now you done took their free will away from this child. If you would have never put those thoughts in their head, you don't know how they would have organically grew up if somebody would have never said that to them. And that is that's universal law. You know that you didn't broke universal law with that. And
is universal law the same as like natural law? Or?
Natural law supersedes
like
law.
the 7 what is it, the 7 hermetic principles or the 7 what is that book called?
Oh yeah, the 7 principles. I literally was just reading about this.
Real shit.
My first time being exposed to it, the
shit.
7
Open
principles.
Dialogue.
Okay, you up on game. Look at old Sierra.
I forget the book. It's a book. Dang. It's gonna come to me. I can't think about it. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, it's 7 of them. I know it's 7.
Yeah. I literally was just reading about this, and I was like, wow, ain't nobody ever put me up on this.
Because that's real shit. And you know me, I'm always talking shit about it. And I'm anti bullshit.
The Kabbalion. And it teach you about the 7 universal laws.
That's what's up. So,
you knew I was getting it.
Because I love when we go deep. I want to focus on you for half a second, sis. Because you've been... I'm glad you here.
Right. It looked like you was about to toast, but
I was.
I don't even got it.
Yeah, we can't toast empty glasses.
Now, while you pouring that,
with
your experience in the media and stuff like that and everything you're exposed to, have you have for our community what might be some unique views, but some people say they're common sense views. Have you thought about getting out there into that political arena and getting out in front of the media in this aspect?
I thought about it. I mean, I'm not somebody that wants to make a career out of being a politician or anything, but I just feel like
that's what's the best ones.
Exactly. I do feel like somebody got to voice their opinion. Somebody got to do it, and I'm the type of person like. My family here, I'm rooted here. This is my land. I'm not going to just run. I'm going to fight to make it right. You know, I want to try to fight to change the laws and the regulations to where they're a better so they're better for us. You know, I don't want to just run off to another state. You know, I would like for us to have better gun laws because we can't even defend ourselves. You
Facts.
know, like
Facts.
you basically got SIERRAMORA.
And they're going to transfer you.
Last time I needed the police, they
Wait.
More 510.
No,
that's
my
just
email.
like dead.
Don't email me, y'all.
No. I found it. It came up.
It's just SIERRA. Oh, it's the real Sierra Mora. SIERRAMORA.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I should have told them I was white. They would have came faster.
Yeah, you literally. Now, I was calling because he was sick. Like I said, it took three calls to finally get through 911. And then it was basically somebody in Vallejo didn't answer. They transferred me to somebody, and we finally got and the ambulance came. But all I could be thinking about, if somebody was shooting us, it would have been a wrap.
So, and speaking
so
of
I need
shooting
to be able to shoot back
and whatnot, because we recently, because like today's January 3rd, we J5 coming Sunday, but we just had 2 incidents.
Yeah.
You had New Orleans.
Rest in peace to them folks.
You had the guy that ran people over, and then you had the incident with Vegas with the Cybertruck and in front of the Trump Tower, and both of these people are military, ex-military, Fort Bragg.
No, one dude was current military.
Well, I'm just okay. So, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna be mindful of my audience and my platform. Real people die in false flags. I don't have all the details and none of the details. There's some shit going on, but if I got a whiff of some shit in the air, that means somebody didn't wipe their ass when they left the bathroom.
I'm dead.
You see Mark Anthony's question? Mark Anthony has a question for you, Sierra.
Go for it.
What's that, Mark?
He says, do you have the strength to say no when lobbyist gives her $1 million to go against what she believes in?
I'm her manager. No, she doesn't.
Wait, when lobbyists gives who? Kamala Harris?
No, you.
Oh, gives
so if
me.
They try to pay you
I don't believe in lobbyists. I think that should be illegal. Boom, mic drop.
And there you have it.
There it is.
Now,
fire to them
I'm
lobbyists.
going to say this much about these tragedies that happen. There's so many. like I'm an anti-conspiracy theorist, like right, like I believe logic and everything like that, right?
What it is,
but there's so many wild coincidences between these two individuals. They both served time in Afghanistan. They both were stationed at the base.
Fort Bragg.
Both of the vehicles were rented off of
from the same.
It's just so many things is happening that even a non-conspiracy theorist like myself has to say, wow, those are a lot of coincidences.
Yeah, and you're right. I agree with you on that. It's a thing that where you be like, nigga, you point us in this direction too overtly. It's just like the. Nah, I ain't gonna say the rape victim, or it's just like, okay, it's just like the person who's at the party get drunk and they come to the party drunk and we own everybody and then they be like, somebody did something to me that I didn't want to happen, and I'm not saying that doesn't happen. Actually, never mind. Nope, I'm not even gonna go there. Never mind.
No,
because
you went
somebody,
there, so let's go
no,
there.
because somebody gonna take
so
it.
Let's go. No.
Yeah,
We already there.
Let's
we
go.
already there.
Let's go.
I'm trying to keep it.
Let me give you my aspect on that.
Let's go.
Okay. We all grown.
Yes.
We all partying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some of us still look like
everybody knows the effects of alcohol. Everybody knows.
No, nigga.
Everybody knows that when you're under alcohol, sometimes you may not remember something.
True.
So
I've
as a grown man,
mm-hmm.
if you put yourself in that position, for whether you know this or not, the law is a drunk person cannot give consent.
True.
You cannot sign a contract with somebody and they're drunk.
True.
Okay? So if you're a grown man in 2025 and you indulging in that type of behavior where you want to get drunk and wait for the girl to get drunk to initiate some sexual activities because you wasn't player enough to initiate that shit before she got drunk,
right?
That's your law.
You accepting whatever motherfucking consequence that come to you afterwards.
That's why I caught myself, because I was like, no, because where I was gonna go, I was like, nah, I don't correlate. Exactly why I said that, because you brought up to the point where I was like, nah, because I felt that point.
And some people do get drunk and don't remember, and yeah, some could have happened, some could have not. You never know, but you put yourself in that position. You know, is it fucked up? Yeah, I think it's fucked up that our culture accepts that kind of behavior where it's like, oh, we drunk, we one thing led to another.
Okay.
But that's hella dangerous.
No,
that's
since
hella
Mike
dangerous.
Tyson, that ain't been acceptable. Since Mike Tyson, that shit ain't been acceptable.
It's been like, so that's why I caught myself, because I was gonna go a different route with it, but I was like, where I wanted to go, the thin line between where I wanted to go and have it go, I was like, everybody won't catch it, so I stopped myself.
Can I say some real shit though?
And that's just being like, nah, I ain't gonna.
Can I say some real shit?
Go for it.
I know niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you safe. I ain't gonna put you too much on blast, but I know niggas who don't smoke or drink or this and that, and in they kicking this spot, they got perks, Zans, all kind of drinking, because that's their whole game is, yeah, baby, let's get high, let's kick it. But he's not getting high.
I can't do it.
But he gonna make sure that you on
high.
cloud 23.
No,
don't use
facts.
23. I'm from the murders, man. Don't use 23. Use
cloud,
some other number, man.
Cloud 80.
Cloud whatever. Cloud infinity.
Cloud
Do you know
infinity.
how many times I've been outside and then I've been already drunk and I'm like, no, I'm okay because I'm already at my limit. And the dude will be like, I'll be like, can you buy me a taco? Oh, I'm gonna buy you a bottle. I just said I'm fucked up. Why would you offer to buy me a bottle? Take another shot. I don't want to take another shot. The burrito truck's right there. I'm sobering up. Give me a burrito.
Now let me ask you. Now let me ask you, both of you ladies, this question. If you're already high,
true that.
You already feel
Tommy
good,
was hiding,
and you feel like a man is now
my
trying
favorite
to influence
viewer
you to get a little higher. Does your opinion of that dude change, or you just like, oh, he's trying to kick it?
No, it changes automatically.
Do you
I
not
don't
look at him as a predator, or?
Well, I think
or is
any
he
dude
just-
who tries
just how
to
he's
force
been
a woman
trained?
to do something she already said she's good on is just like aggressive
some
and
hoe shit.
yeah, like that's
Yeah,
weird.
Hey,
yeah,
Tommy.
it
Already
Yes,
said
your
I'm
dad.
good,
Yes,
so
I'm
what
the
are you
realist.
pressing me for?
Yeah, it's one thing to ask, but if somebody says no, then
You trying to press them about
that's
it?
that's
I'm
where
a grown
you
woman.
it's
I
a
know,
red
no.
flag. You crossing the line.
That's some hoe shit.
Yes, she is, Mark Anthony.
You should also be a gentleman to say, do you want some food? Do you want this? You want that? I don't want you to get too drunk. I know you haven't been eating.
Hey.
I ended up hanging out with the dude who bought me a taco over the dude who bought me a bottle. Like, yeah, you cool. Thank
Hey.
you for listening to me.
And this is real shit, and don't take this the wrong way. Conversation run the nation. Procrastination is a violation. You niggas that be doing the foul shit that think you get the women to do the shit. No, don't get me wrong. You may get the females that y'all get over on, but that's some whole ass shit. Let's keep it a buck.
But at the end of the day,
If I can't know, let me
That's
keep it. Let
borderline
me say,
rape, though.
yeah, no, it ain't no borderline. That's what it is. Let's call shit what it is. If conversation run the nation, you shouldn't need any inebriating substances to get what you need from the person if they into you and they want to
That part.
partake and dig with you.
Oh, if a girl into you, she gonna let you know on the DM, baby, or on the text message.
Like I said,
If she if she ain't gave you no warning signs, you need to just go with the flow, get to know her, see what the personality like, and just leave it at that.
But you know
Real
what? And I
shit.
don't want to. I want to say this, but I don't want
Go
to be
for it.
like rude or controversial to
No.
other women. I just feel like
please be
women.
rude and controversial.
no, 'cause you got it.
I just feel like women kind of put out the wrong image of themselves nowadays. And I'm not saying it's right for the men to take advantage of it, but at the same time, this is the image you're putting out, and you're expected to, you're expected.
Oh no, I get what
something
you're saying.
else.
I'm gonna be
So,
respectful and say I understand completely what you're saying, and
and it's like,
men, we should, and this ain't no soft nigga shit. You niggas that's out there on some hoe shit, eat a dick. But niggas should have some discernment when it comes to that. But I understand what you're saying. Sisters, be mindful of, and then not saying you can't wear what you want to wear. Because nobody asked to get groped. Nobody asked to, none of that shit. Y'all don't deserve that shit. Damn, this shit is going to a whole nother conversation. But I'm going to keep it a buck. Y'all don't ask for none of that intentionally, initially. That's not the scope of the shit. Some women dress. There are actually sisters who dress sexy for themselves. Because they feel good. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's keep it a buck. That's real. And you short-sighted niggas who don't have the mental fortitude to understand that.
Oh, you talking about the kind of man like she dressed like that, so she must want it.
Yeah.
That's that hoe
type
shit.
That's
of-
the craziest.
That's that
type
hoe
of
shit.
mentality.
That's the craziest thought pattern.
That's-
I'm a little older than y'all, so I literally grew up in an era where I seen with my own two eyes girls say, "Oh, dude forced me to do something. Come home and tell their family," and their family response was, "Why was you over there in the first place?"
Yeah.
Like
That's some hoe
no, he understanding, no nothing. It was like, "Oh, you dress like that? Oh, you come see a dude? Oh, you wouldn't have been there if you didn't want it. Oh, she just playing." If a girl said no, you was literally considered a punk if you just didn't take it because they just say no.
Right,
this
right.
and that.
Now-
Until Mike Tyson went to jail. And then when Mike Tyson went to jail, that's when a lot of motherfuckers like, whoa, wait a minute.
Hey,
And a lot of
let me
niggas
tell you
felt guilty because, and then here's another aspect of it. Like, for instance, my grandfather was 15 and my grandfather was 25 and my grandmother was 15. And people look back and say, oh, that's just how it was back in them days.
in
But
the
there was a
days.
lot of shit that went on back in them days
You
that
was at
really
15,
out of
14,
pocket.
or whatever. You were considered, this is back in the day. This is some
You seen
cultural
Bridgerton?
weird shit.
A lot of shit was
you were
out of pocket
considered
back
grown.
then.
Some shit that we now
These
be like,
niggas was
nigga,
sharecroppers.
I
They
will
wasn't no
slit
rules.
your throat. You'll go down a fucking razor blade and drop into an Olympic-sized pool full of alcohol, and I will put garlic in your wounds.
But like Sierra said, in the year 2025, a lot of us was raised seeing out-of-pocket shit, seeing immoral shit,
And
even being told by people that we respect, Nigga, this is how it is. But like she said, but now we have knowledge.
Right.
We have more
Once
knowledge.
you know,
so in the year 2025, if you still operating on
better.
that creepy shit, this ain't
Fuck you.
1989. Well, I didn't know no better.
No, fuck you.
You know.
All the
raise your
people
sons
that be
right.
like, well, everybody coming after the black men, white men do it too. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Them
I
the
get it.
fucking
I hate that
inventors
what
of the
about
game.
shit.
No, I get it. Like for example, Diddy, the people above Diddy. I get it. It's the Clyde Davises and all that. Like, what about them? I feel you. I get you. But at the same time, a predator is still a predator.
Yes.
And if P. Diddy agreed to engage in that type of behavior, he put himself in that line of fire, you know. So I mean, if Clyde Davis got more pull than him to avoid the fire, that don't got nothing to do with me. I want all the motherfuckers to burn, you know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna play Captain Save-A-Ho because this nigga black.
Right.
How many black? But I will say this, because I didn't got on the dudes. I will also be fair and say what I got to say to the women. I will say what I said.
I've been saying that ever since.
Okay, so I agree that a man shouldn't look at a woman and see how she's dressed. That doesn't give you a right to violate her because she's dressed provocative or she's dressed like a hoe. However, what I will say is, with women, we got to be smart in 2025 too. Everybody got to take accountability. You dress. It's a trend now to wear these little schoolgirl with skirts with the booty showing. You know, your booty's all out. It's predators out here. You're a woman. A man can overpower you. Do you really want to sexually entice a man and you're going out to a party where they're drunk and they not probably thinking straight? Don't provoke something that don't need to be provoked. You know, don't start a situation that don't need to be started. It's not a reason for, it's not a justifiable reason for somebody, but at the same time, we got to be smart and not put ourselves in those dangerous positions. The world ain't safe for somebody to be walking around with their whole ass out, you know, unless you on East 14th and you letting them pay to play. Unless you in that type of realm, you don't need to be playing around with that, because you're gonna be going down a road that is not safe. So we need to be safer. We need to be more respectful of ourselves. You know, that don't give nobody an excuse. I understand people want to be sexy. People want to be this. People want to be that. And yeah, I get it. I want to go out. I want to be sexy. I want to feel good about myself. Am I going to have my whole ass out? No, not to say that justifies it, but to be safe. For your own safety, let's be smarter, you know. Like, yeah, it may be a trend, it may look cute, but do you really want that type of attention that brings?
Right.
Some people just want to, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people just want to, like, women should be able to wear what they want. Like,
true, I agree.
Like, they should be able to wear that. But at the same time, I feel like,
you gotta be safe.
Yeah, but at the same time, what did they really teach the men that think that that's okay?
It's about like, training and understanding, like you said.
I feel like you should train the next generation, so because we can't change the way they dress.
But
we
there's
can't
a
change
current
what's going
generation
on with
right now that's on parole. That's gonna be like, "Come baby, come kick it."
All right, Tommy. Yeah, you got women that say they don't get dressed for the men. You do have women that get dressed up for themselves. I'm
celibate as hell, and I still get dressed up as sexy as I want to.
Nothing wrong with that. And damn, we went to. Hey, we're gonna do a show on this. I want to do a topic. I want to do it. We can have a sit down.
But it's a sensitive subject.
It is very, because I will say, and I'm not. This is not an excuse for shit. I will say, there's a flip side to every coin. Unfortunately, because you have people who do willingly put themselves in a predicament to put dudes in predicaments to where, oh, he did this and that. So that's the cold part of this shit. And unfortunately, society has put us in this super hypersexual mode to where everything's hypersexual. Like we was talking earlier when I was telling you, I'm like, when it comes to sisters with bars in this, I get it, but I need and the melanated woman is God. I'm a firm believer on that. Please understand what I'm telling y'all. And when it comes to sisters and rapping, we've relegated ourselves to this low vibrational, how wet it is. I can make this nigga net and to nigga, how wet it is. I can make this nigga do this and he do this because I do that and do that. And don't get me wrong, I'm a full-blooded man. Ain't no.
But that's the problem. Women are using sex overly,
but
and they're mad that we're getting overly sexualized.
And here's the thing about it.
I ain't never
we look at it as the norm now, and even look at, let's go back old school music. I'm gonna give y'all a quick one because we gonna chime it down. I'm gonna bring it in. But you look back even old school. You like. Not Patti LaBelle, but Aretha Franklin. You had old school stars, and I'm going old school, that had songs that cussed a little bit and said different shit, but it wasn't the super norm.
Right. It was suggestive, but it wasn't just vulgar.
Blatant.
You had some like Millie Jackson. Millie Jackson was a motherfucker. Right.
And what's that lady who made a song about her first time?
Betty White.
Tonight is the night.
But you had Millie Jackson. Millie Jackson would do concerts.
That was before my time, y'all.
But even in her monologue, what she say? Her mama said, "I know you ain't gonna sing that song."
But even then, she was like, "This is the night you make me a woman." Nowadays. Tonight's now I'm gonna bust it wide open. You gonna bust his pussy open. What? This wet.
And that's just the norm. And even when it comes to R&B singers, and once again, I'm just I want to have a real conversation where we just focus on that with a panel. But
because I feel you.
You look
at the same time.
Yeah, you look at the music, right? Because even with R&B, like I said, you had a Millie Jackson, and shout out to the queen. Millie Jackson used to be singing shit, and she'll walk into the crowd. And there's video where she was walking up to motherfuckers in the crowd, and she was crouch grabbing.
But that's Millie Jackson.
Could you imagine?
The other 100 chicks in the top 100 was in ball gowns.
Yeah. Now every female it's wet. It's this and I Sprite can in the throat.
But you know what else I think?
Damn, Sprite can.
But you know what else I think? I feel like women have been stifled so long from saying how they feel sexually or saying how they feel when they get to their song and they're finally trying to let it out. Shit like that comes out.
I understand that.
No, and that's fine, but it don't need to be on mainstream on the radio. Where the little kids
on the radio's problem. That would be the person who picks the song on the radio's problem, though, like the producer of the radio.
Right, and that is a problem.
But there should be some decorum since the radio is regulated. Like, remember, they got fined for Janet Jackson.
They just beep, beep,
so
beep.
Since it's regulated, you can simply say, hey, y'all need to put that on satellite radio.
We need to have underground. Underground ain't underground no more. Right. They made underground mainstream.
You used to be able to listen to the Richard Pryor album, the Bill Cosby album. No pills. And listen to it back in the it's
so we
funny.
got two wild questions.
I got it.
So we got Brian Ames says, I agree. If you
wear
a red shirt in Target, somebody probably gonna come ask you a question. Dress the part.
If you wearing a what in Target?
A red shirt, somebody's gonna come ask you a question. Then Tommy says,
they got my employee.
Now Tommy says, and how do you ladies feel about this? Tommy says being hypersexual is a form of mental retardation, man or woman.
What? Not retard.
I respect.
But I mean, sometimes people but having studied a little bit of psychology, there is studies that say that a lot of times hypersexuality is a sign of maybe underlying mental illness or previous trauma. So when somebody is out there just sexual, something might have happened to them when they was young, or they might be suffering from some form of mental illness. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh, go for it.
I think some bitches is crazy, some bitches is freaks, some bitches got problems.
All I know is that with me, I literally put the things that I wouldn't say every day out on my song. Like if you listen to my song, I say a lot of stuff that you probably would never hear me say. But it's not because I'm not thinking. No, it's actually me. But in society, you don't get to just say, say what you mean all the time. So in my song, I make sure I say what I mean or what I always wanted to say.
So you're saying you're willing to be hypersexual on a song, but not necessarily in real life.
If that's how I feel.
But not in real life.
But isn't that what music's for? To put how you feel on a song? So if I feel like I'm in love and
there's no
me and
limits
this
to
dude
music.
are making love, I shouldn't make a song about that?
Right.
That's what
I agree with you saying artists should be free to express themselves with their art. It's just I blame the mainstream media for putting things that, like I said, should be not on mainstream media. It should be underground. Period. For grown people only. I should not be on the I should not be listening on the radio to where even if they blank it out, you know what they're saying. Right. It's too vulgar for the like. It's like it used to be like if you know you know. You know if you knew where to find that shit, you knew where to find that shit. It wasn't just on the radio like that. Like I said, underground needs to go back to underground. They
made everything mainstream and permissible.
Because I don't got no problem with listening to I got some wet ass pussy. Like no, I don't. But when I'm hearing it blasting on Hollywood Boulevard where there's hella kids probably walking down the street,
and
that's out of pocket. Bitch, you out of pocket. Whoever did that shit.
That's programming.
You're out of fucking pocket. And whoever think that shit is right, you're out of fucking pocket. Get in line, ho, because you're out of line.
Right. Remember back in the day when you didn't say damn, they didn't say bitch, they didn't say. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a real one though. I'm gonna take it back to the old school TV show. This is how programming is. There was no TV shows back when we were kids. When TV shows used to be black and white. They still had color ones, but they had the black and white shows. And I'm going to go back to Leave It to Beaver.
Wow.
Lassie. Oh, sorry.
Remember Lassie? Same era. But you had America, even the Brady Bunch. Oh, Brady Bunch, I think they
Brady
did.
Bunch was
but color, but no, I'm just listen to this. Leave It to Beaver. The parents slept in the same room, but they had two beds with a nightstand in between them. They didn't even show married couples sanctified and married under the guise of this is my wife. We're together. Or if they didn't show them sleeping in the same bed.
Right, or if they had sex scenes, you would see them just walk into the room and you knew what happened. You didn't see the whole.
It was implied.
It wasn't like a whole power scene.
now you got shows.
But hold on, but wait, let me clarify with that thing on Hollywood Boulevard. This was a parade that was put on by some type of government thing. I'm not talking about just somebody riding their car down the street and they bumping it loud. I'm talking about a parade where you had to get permits and all of that, and this is a parade where kids can be at, and they're bumping that. It's very inappropriate.
Right, Tammy.
And they don't even got the cuss words blurred out. It's very inappropriate.
Very.
Or you could go. It's this place in LA. What is it in it's a place where I forget exactly where it's at. I think it's like on Santa Monica Boulevard, and it's a lot of LGBTQ clubs.
Don't bash.
You know, there.
Don't bash them. I don't want to get canceled. Don't bash them.
No, I'm trying to be politically correct.
Yeah. A lot of alternatives.
If I forget a letter, sorry.
Right on to be woke.
But what I'm saying is, like that's beautiful. You got your own community. You guys are good. But do y'all gotta be on the street in y'all thongs? Where if somebody riding by, they could can't y'all be at least inside the club? Do y'all gotta be on the sidewalk with your thongs in your male print all showing? And it probably ain't even real male print. You probably got it stuffed in the front. You feel me? Like
I went to Beta Breakfast one time and Cass was out there asshole naked jogging, and I was like, okay, this is y'all wilding right now.
I ain't gonna be able to run that fast. But anyway, so
how do you keep doing it? And I can't.
That's what we do. It's 8. So yeah, we doing 2 hours.
What did it?
I try not to go too. Before we head out, I want to salute both of y'all, sisters, doing what y'all do. Tell everybody where they can find y'all at on social media.
I'm the real Sierra Mora, but I might change it because I know that is like ancient as hell.
It's the brand.
But as long, but I will always, you will always be able to find me by Sierra Mora, SIERRAMORA. But right now it's the real Sierra Mora.
You know what I'm saying?
On Instagram.
One of the original VJs.
And y'all can follow me on at ICEED QUEEN Ice Queen. All one letter. Don't forget the double E's and the D.
Cause it's a cold motherfucking world out here.
Period.
Burr.
You got some shit coming up.
Oh yeah, my question.
Yes.
Where they can
was
find
for
you?
So when is the movie?
He finna tell you.
January 24th, we're having a special screening at Rooted Cannabis Club, and for the movie A Horror in Oakland. And also on January 13th, one of the most phenomenal artists in the Bay Area, the one and only Silk E and friends, will be performing at the legendary Yoshi's. There's plenty of parking. It's a great night. We're all coming on out there. We're going to make it happen.
All right, yeah, make sure y'all, and hosted by Shay Sugar, Richmond's finest. We need to get Shay. I want to get Shay on the show.
Wait, are they in Horror in Oakland?
Yes, A Horror in Oakland. Yes, you are.
But we about
You've been in like 4 or 5 movies.
You've been like you've been a few.
Yeah, so many movies you can't remember.
Like Farrell said, January 13th
I can't remember.
at Yoshi's. Make sure y'all get these tickets to see the homie, man. Silk E, man. That's town representative. One of the dopest lyricists, singers, the people's champ, man.
Let me tell you
Sis has been on the show. This is family right here. I have the ultimate respect for Sis. Sis is a beast. Lyrics, singing, talent. Check her out.
She's proof that the music business is about talent. Because if the music business was strictly about talent, she'd literally already be in the Hall of Fame and would be multi-platinum. Because she's one of the most talented artists I've ever seen in my years.
For real. So you were saying
the
January
24th at Rooted Cannabis Club on 4444 Telegraph. We're going to be showing my movie Horror in Oakland, and then we're going to be doing a special Q&A hosted by my main man Sean Granberry from Hip Hop TV. And it's just going to be, it's just going to be epic.
We'll be there, and we actually have a podcast that night, so we'll be there. We doing the podcast, and then we going over there after. So make sure y'all tune in.
Main invitee.
You got they can find you where?
Oh, you can find me across the Farrell Films. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm Deshaun. You can find me at Cognac_Confessionals on Instagram. Cognac Confessionals on IG. Cognac_Confessionals on Instagram. Cognac Confessionals on Facebook and YouTube. Like, subscribe, but you can always find me in your bitch dreams. Why? Because that's where I reside. And you can always find me in the bosom of the universe. Why? Because that's where I call home. You'll get that at 3 a.m. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in.
Goodbye.
Hey, like, subscribe, share.
Who's real Richmond? Is somebody real Richmond in here?
Tap in, man, for real. Salute to everybody. We got some great shows lining up this month. Man, for real though, like, subscribe, share. Fuck with us. If y'all got a show, business, entertainer, and you'd like to get him come to the show and get interviewed, hey, tap in with us. We always looking to expose people and to the public. Shout out to Camouflage. My guy's out performing with Jay Stalin tonight. Shout out to Camouflage. Shout out to Jay Stalin, all the whole Live Wire gang. We'll catch y'all. Like we said, it's the first show. It's First Friday tonight too. Y'all be safe. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, catch y'all next week.